Hello, guys, and welcome back to Doki Literature Club. Now, yes, this is Solarium1233. Sorry about that. My intro keeps getting worse and worse, I think. Anyways, so last time we did it, Natsuki and Yuri got into quite the little fight, and we had to be saved by, well, let's see. We had to be saved by none other than Sayori. It said, "Help me, Sayori," and so I chose that because I didn't know what to do, and I didn't want to choose between the two. I mean, both of their styles were pretty good in poems. It's just they thought they were better than anyone else. But anyways, so we're gonna go right back into it. So, here we are. Another day passes, and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple days. Entering the club room, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Pepper. Yo, Sayori. Looks like you're in a good mood today. I'm just still not used to you being in the club, that's all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyway. Speaking of which, I'm kinda hungry. Will you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. Eh? That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look at your purse, Sayori? Eh? Why that? Oh, the sun. No reason, really. I just wanted to look at it. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch and gets it opened. Then she turns it upside down and lets its contents spill on the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have bought a snack before coming to the club room. So, either you're not hungry and want an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money, so I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry. And so, that only leaves the one option. What? I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't know she was listening in. Her face is in her book as always. I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri. Tell Pepper to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can reasonably afford. And frankly, after pulling a mischievous little stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. Did I just... I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed into my book. I really like when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's the fun side of you. There's no way you could think that. You were right, though. I did something bad, and now I have to accept the retribution. That. Still coming from you, Sayori. I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But, you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes. So I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me more credit than that, Sayori. Whap! Yeah! Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and stumbles onto the desk. Ow! What was... Eh? A cookie! Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost works. I was just gonna give it to you. But then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Jeez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly claps her hands over her mouth. Bit my tongue! You're going through a lot over just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Ah, yours looks really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers. But yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I'm really happy that you shared this one with me. Sayori gets out of her seat and goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arms around her. Ah, jeez. I get it. Cookie still in hand, Natsuki reaches over to nudge Sayori off of her. Sayori suddenly leans down and takes a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Oh no, it was scandal. Heavy! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori... Eh? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club... That's a first. Monica isn't in the club room. Where's Monica anyway? Good question. Have any of you heard anything about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. Eh? You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me? Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. Ah, there you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Eh? Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzingly glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyway? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring, at least. I must not have heard it, since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played piano as well, Monica. I don't really. I kind of just started recently. I've always wanted to learn piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I get a little better, I will. Yay! That sounds cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Pepper. Monica smiles sweetly in that weird pose again. I didn't mean any pressure or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. So, I didn't miss anything, did I? Not really. I choose to leave out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki will end up complaining to her anyway. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori's somehow already finished her entire freaking big cookie. Yuri is back to her book and Natsuki disappeared into the closet, probably to save her cookie. Pepper! Pepper! Sayori suddenly comes up to me. I'm going to go get some supplies from another classroom. Want to come with me? Supplies? What for? Well, you know how the festival is coming up? Me and Monica were gonna make some posters and stuff. So I need to go find some crowns and markers and glue sticks. Ah, I see. Sure, I'll go with you. Yay! Okay, Monica, we'll be right back. Are you going with Pepper to get the supplies? There's no need to trouble yourself. I'll be happy to go with him. Aw, but I wanted to go. It's so much fun exploring empty classrooms and stuff. Okay. It was just a suggestion. See if you can find poster paper too, okay? Okay! Ready, Pepper? Yep, let's go. Sayori and I exit the clubroom. I follow behind as Sayori hums and skips around the hallway. Honestly, it feels like I'm taking a kid to the mall or something. Sayori finds pleasure in the simplest things sometimes. Hey, Sayori? What exactly are we doing for the festival anyway? I'm not sure how you would make an effort or an event out of literature. Me and Monica have it all planned out. Don't you worry. Is that so? Yep. We're gonna do a poetry performance. A performance? Like going on stage? Talking to people? Of what kind? Well, everyone is gonna take turns on stage and recite their favorite poems. That sounds kind of dull. Pepper! You're not thinking about it the right way at all. It's not just about reading poems. It's about performing them. Like, you say the lines of the poem, like, between my feet, the last remaining flower beckons to me. I twist the stem, freeing it from its clinging roots, caressing the final joyous moments between my fingers. But to what ends have I summoned this joy? For now, when I look in every direction, the once prosperous field before me is but a barren wasteland. Like that. Sayori? How do I put this exactly without hurting her feelings? I'm sure it's just me, but it's impossible for me to take you seriously when you talk like that. Eh? You meanie. I'm working super hard on this, you know. I know. I just meant that it's a pretty unordinary contrast to your cute self. Don't say that, it's embarrassing. But I guess that means I'm doing a good job. Yeah, I guess so. She looks sad. Is it just me? I'm so excited. The festival is going to be so much fun. Sayori spins herself around in the hallway again. Hey, Pepper, this classroom over here is empty. Let's begin the mission. The mission, huh? It's been a long time since I've spent time with Sayori like this. But in the end, she hasn't changed one bit. She's nothing but a ball of sunshine, drawing happy vibes from the world around her. It's a pretty nostalgic feeling for me. As the years went by, I began to hole myself up in my room more and more. So, going on venturing with Sayori brings back the special sort of feeling I forgot I had in me. The two of us enter the classroom. Sayori heads straight to the closet, and I follow. Let's see what we have in here. Crayons! Sayori pulls a box full of crayons off the shelf. They're the best brand, too! They're kind of dirty, though. Sayori starts pulling various crayons out of the box, reading the color names. Alright, that one's down. Don't get distracted. We still need to find... Wait, I'm looking for my favorite color. Fine. Then at least move aside so I can look for the poster paper. I dropped one by accident. Smack. Yeah! Sayori bends over and smacks her forehead right into the shelf. She falls to the floor and the crayons spill all over her lap. Ow, 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 ow. You okay? My forehead. Sayori clutches her forehead. Geez, Sayori. That's just like you, isn't it? Come on, let me see. Since Sayori is sitting on the floor, I grab her by the waist and pull her out of the closet. You have to move your hands, Sayori. But it hurts. Just do it for a second, then you can do it right back again. Oh my gosh. Sayori slowly releases her hands from her forehead. I gently brush her bangs to the side. Ow! Oh my gosh, look at her! She's in pain! Sorry. There's a huge red mark on the center of her forehead. A bump is starting to form as well. Man, that's gonna swell up. I should find you some ice. Pepper? Where would I even find ice around this time? I guess a cold drink would do. You don't have to! I'm fine with looking like a unicorn. Even wincing from the pain, Sayori makes a silly joke. What are you saying? I'll be right back, okay? Oh, okay. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. It's quiet. I pat Sayori on the shoulder and run out into the hallway. I locate the nearest vending machine. What should I get? It doesn't really matter since it would be used as an ice pack rather than to drink. But I know Sayori likes apple juice, so I purchased that one. In just a moment, I'm already returning to the classroom where I left Sayori. She has one palm on her... Oh, now the music's cute! She has one palm on her forehead and is using the other one to clumsily scoop crowns back into the box. At least they were already in the wrong spots before I spilled them. Sayori, here. I hand Sayori the bottle of apple juice. Oh, look, it's there now. It's nice and cool. Sayori opens the cap and starts drinking from it. Sayori, what are you doing? It's for your forehead, idiot. Sorry, I forgot. How hard did you hit your head again? Sayori places the bottle against the bump on her head. It stings. Just bear with it. It'll feel better soon. Looks like you cleaned up most of the crowns, so that's good. Hey, Pepper? This kind of reminds you of growing up, doesn't it? Eh? What do you mean? You know, how we used to play outside all the time. I would always try to keep up with you. You were kind of oblivious in some ways. Like, I usually fell behind or had trouble climbing on the things you did. But sometimes when I tried to do things I couldn't, I would get myself hurt. I'd fall and scrape myself or get a bump. And I would start crying really hard. And you would rush over as quick as you could. You would try really hard to get me to stop crying. It was almost like you blamed yourself and were afraid of getting in trouble if someone found out. Even though it wasn't really your fault at all, you know? Did I really do that? Yeah, you don't remember? Come to think of it, maybe I do remember a little. I guess I was always so focused on my games that I didn't pay enough attention to you. So, in a way, it was my fault. Kind of like this time, too. If I wasn't rushing you out of the closet, you wouldn't have hit your head. Pepper, I don't think you realize it, but you're always thinking about other people. Even after all these years. You're rushing to help me, even though I'm just being clumsy. You're really a sweetheart. Don't call me that! And I don't really do this kind of thing all the time. Yeah, you don't just purchase a thing of apple juice, think, oh, the girl likes this kind of apple juice, and then, I guess when it comes to you, it just feels natural. Before I know it, I'm treating you like that. I guess that's what happens when you've been friends for so long. Really? Maybe you're right. Pepper? I'm so glad that nothing's changed between us. Do you think it will be like this forever? Forever? If I'm honest to myself, there's no telling where we'll each end up for college or after that. So it wouldn't be fair for me to make any promises. But, well, I hope so. It's been this long already, right? I can't imagine you ever changing, so my hopes are up. I'm so happy. Sayori has a whimsical expression on her face, in her eyes, sorry. We remain silent for a moment. She's so silly and clumsy on the outside that when I see her deep in thought like this, it makes me not want to disturb her. I guess we should head back. I don't want to worry Monica, you know? Good luck with that. She's gonna see your forehead either way. Not if I hide it under my bangs. Sayori hops to her feet. Ah! She clutches her forehead again. Don't stand up so fast after hurting yourself. Well, I guess it's too late now. Anyway, let's go. I follow Sayori out of the classroom. Sayori plays with her bangs to try to hide the bump, but without much success. In a moment, we make it back to the club room. Ah, you're back! Good timing. I was just about ready to start with our sharing poems. Sayori, your forehead. She's fine, don't worry about... I was playing with the crayons and smacked my forehead into the shelf. Well, anyway, were you able to find anything we need? I have it right. Sayori frantically glances around herself. I forgot all the stuff. Calm down, Sayori. I have it all right here. I found the poster paper too. Sounds like you end up doing all the work, Pepper. Well, Sayori... I failed to come up with an excuse for Sayori. I made it an adventure. Yeah, that. Okay. In any case, good work. I'll start working on the posters tonight. Me too! Okay, everyone. Are you ready to share your poems? Guess I should grab mine. After making sure the crayon box is closed tightly, I return to my seat. Sayori. I think she deserves to read my poem after hitting her head like that. Pepper, I really love your poems. I can't believe you've been hiding these from me. I'm not hiding anything. But your poems are so good. Yesterday's and this one's too. You can't tell me you haven't done this before. I mean, you're really the one who feels that way, so... Eh? No way. Not even Natsuki? Well, I guess Natsuki is the least likely to admit how much she likes something. But I don't think it's that. What do you mean? Well, I guess I'll be honest about it. It's a lot easier to write poems when I'm thinking about you. Eh? Whoa. Stop thinking weird things, idiot. I just mean that you're a really expressive person, I guess. How am I supposed to write poems about my own stupid life? But you somehow make everything in your life an adventure. Even the little things. Like cooking! Well, let's not talk about that. Yeah. I guess what I'm saying is that I feel more feelings through you than I could feel through myself. We have that kind of weird connection. It's your fault for getting in my business all the time. Eh? I don't know if I understand. You never understand when I try to explain things to you, do you, Sayori? I pat Sayori's head. Hey! I'm not a kid, you know. Are you sure about that? Maybe. Sayori starts fiddling with her pencil between her hands. Hey, Pepper, will you give me your poem? I kind of want to keep it. Huh? Why? Because, well, it's the first time you've written something for me. Oh, no? Sayori, you're completely misunderstood. I didn't write this for you. Are you even listening anymore? Well, whatever. I'll give it to you when we go home. Really? Snap. I broke my pencil. Sayori hastily bends down to pick up the piece she dropped. But being inattentive of her surroundings, she bumps right into me. Sorry! It's fine. I'll get it for you. I bend down to pick up the broken pencil. Sayori clutches the desk beside her to support herself, knees shaking. I'm a little clumsy today. Let's sit down, Sayori. Yeah. I grab Sayori's arm and help her sit at the desk. Anyway, I still haven't read your poem. I mean, this is supposed to be a sharing poem moment. Oh! Sorry, I forgot about that. But it's not as good as yours. Geez, don't worry. I'm sure I'll like it. Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshine, all rubbing together like a bundle of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly. But there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. And I put the bottle on the shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts in bottles, all in a row. My collection makes me lots of friends. Every bottle of sunlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams. Friends after friends, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go. Like exploring a dark cave, discovering the secrets hidden in the nooks and crannies. Digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow dust off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My empty shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, all done, I open up, and in come my friends. In they come, in such a hurry. Do they want my bottles that much? I frantically pull them off the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle. But every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet, Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts in shards all over the floor. We were supposed to be for my friends, but my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, 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 echo inside my head. Holy crap. I do not blame it. She sounds like she's giving everyone happy, but she's losing happiness. That's what I got from this poem. Was I right? Is she depressed? Sayori, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was gonna write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I can see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Bottle after bottle, friends frantically wanting the bottles of sunshine, and then smack down on the tile. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe because I'm so used to you being cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about it. The point is, it came out good, so you should be proud of it. Ah, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way. It even helps me understand my own feelings a little bit better. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing's the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get ahead of yourself. There's still a long ways till that. Sayori's always had a habit of getting obsessed with something before dropping it no more than a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times? But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Okay, let's do Natsuki this time. Well, it's not really any worse than your last one. But I can't really say it's any better either. Huh? Phew? What? Well, anything that isn't a train wreck, I'll take as a win. And I get the feeling you're probably the most critical. Hey, what makes you... Wait, maybe that was a compliment? Glad to see someone recognizes my experience. Well then, keep practicing and maybe you'll be as good as me someday. That's, something tells me Natsuki completely missed the point there. Come to think of it, this kind of reminds me of Sayori's poem from yesterday. You think so? Yeah, well, I guess if you've been friends with her for so long, you might have been on the same wavelength. But you never really struck me as her type. Sayori has a type all of a sudden? Well, I don't know, but honestly, how can someone so fluffy spend so much time with someone like you? It's like she's dragging around a dead weight. That was a little unnecessary, Natsuki. Come on, I'm trying my best. But think of it this way. If it weren't for me, she would have probably just fly away like letting go of a balloon. You can say we each take care of each other in our own way. Whatever it is, I don't get it. Oh yeah, I guess I'm supposed to show you my poem now. Here. Army likes spiders. You know what I heard from Amy? Amy likes spiders. Icky, wriggly, hairy, ugly spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a cute singing voice. I heard her singing my favorite love song. Every time she sang the chorus, my heart would pound to the rhythm of the words. But she likes spiders. That's why I'm not friends with her. One time I hurt my leg really bad. Amy helped me up and took me to the nurse. I tried not to let her touch me. She likes spiders, so her hands are probably gross. That's why I'm not friends with her. Amy has a lot of friends. I always see her talking to people. She probably talks about spiders. What if her friends start to like spiders too? That's why I'm not friends with her. It doesn't matter if she has other hobbies. It doesn't matter if she keeps it private. It doesn't matter if it doesn't hurt anyone. It's gross. She's gross. The world is better off without spider lovers. And I'm gonna tell everyone. Oh my gosh, Natsuki is a brat. Not bad, right? It's quite a bit longer than yesterday's. Yesterday's was way too short. I was just warming up. I hope you didn't think that was the best I could do. No, of course not. Anyway, the message is pretty straightforward in this poem. I doubt I have to explain it. Sometimes you can explain complicated issues with much simpler analogies. And it helps people realize how stupid they're being. Like, everyone would agree that the subject of this poem is an ignorant jerk. Do you know some people like that? Like, is there an actual Amy? Does she actually not like spiders? Of course. It's about how everyone thinks that doesn't matter. It can be about anything. I write it to be easy to relate to. Everyone has some kind of weird hobby or a guilty pleasure. Something that you're afraid if people find out, that they make fun of you or think less of you. But that makes people stupid. Who cares what someone likes as long as they're not hurting anyone and it makes them happy? I think people really need to learn to respect others for liking weird things. Well, you're definitely right. At least I can relate to that. And I'm sure a lot of other people can too. It's what I do best, after all. I don't like writing unless there's a good message to take away from it. Like, conveying emotions is important. But I want to make people think, not just feel. Remember that. I'm gonna write a good one for tomorrow too, so look forward to it. Natsuki that is a good idea. I mean, there are people out there that they think they like weird things. Well, then people are just like, no, that's weird. I don't want to do that. You're weird. Get away from me. That is not what you do. You, at least, see it from their eyes. See their perspective of it. I mean, if you're weird like I am, then enjoy it, because the weird ones are the best ones. And they're the cooler ones. Everyone's cool. How about that? Okay, so let's go to Yuri. We'll go to Monica last. She always has like a whole bunch of dialogue to read. Especially her Monica's Tips of the Day. Oh, here's Yuri. Is it my turn? Let's see how it compares to yesterday's. I see. Did you like it? It's a bit different. I respect you for trying different things, Pepper. Were you inspired by Natsuki's poem? Or Sayori's, perhaps? Well, I guess you could say that. I thought so. I'm happy for you. You don't need to find inspiration in my poems. I write them for myself, not for anyone else. So I don't really need for people to like them or anything. Yuri? I'm sorry for being blunt, but you're overthinking this a little. Just because our styles are different doesn't mean I dislike your poems. In fact, if I tried to do something in your style, I would probably just do a terrible job. I mean, you really did good on conveying emotions and symbolic ghosts. I see. I'm sorry. My stupid mind. It likes to do that sometimes. Anyway, you don't need to be afraid to be a little more daring. Metaphors can go a long way. Don't feel like you need to work your brain like turning a bunch of gears. Try letting your mind wander through your feelings and write down the things you see and hear. That's one way to truly enable your reader to see into your mind. It's a very intimate exercise. I see. That's a certainly interesting technique. Thanks for sharing. I have, well, an example of that if you'd like to read it. Of course. Is this the poem you wrote for today? Yuri nods and timidly hands her my poem. The Raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of a raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed my strange tendencies as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a slice of bread, my subconscious well aware of the consequences, well aware that the raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was the symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, the raccoon, an urge. The moon insurmounts its phase and reflects that much more light off of my cutting knife. The very small light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friends. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Perhaps I'm merely subjecting my emotions on the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. You could say that we've gotten quite used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, so my bread is always handy. Every time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me excitement. A rush of blood, classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread, and I feel myself again. Wait, is the bread supposed to be the raccoon? Okay, now I'm worried about Yuri. I was a little bit more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. Everyone's becoming so daring. Oh my gosh. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem is about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style. Using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, then I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something that different people can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express the way it feels for me to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. Isn't this what Natsuki was talking about? It's like they're all connected somehow. It's those sort of things I usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. That's funny. Didn't Natsuki also write something about that? About someone being ridiculed for a strange interest? See? She did? Yeah. She was talking about how it doesn't matter what you're into as long as you're not hurting anybody. She's right. I mean, does she really feel that way? Yeah. Sounds like you two have that in common. That's interesting. To me, she seemed like the kind of person who would have had fun, make fun of my hobbies. But I suppose that's my fault for judging, isn't it? Please don't tell her I said that. Don't worry, I have no reason to. Okay. Well, thank you for sharing it with me. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would have probably hated myself. I might be ranting a little bit now, but I'm glad that you're a good listener. Wow. So, they were. Natsuki and Yuri are kind of like the same. Weird. Sorry guys, I was kept up till like 5 a.m. in the morning by the little teething toddler. Oh, here's Monica. sorry. I am getting off track. Hi again, Pepper. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going bad. I'm happy that you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote for today? Sure. Here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright. It's pretty good. It makes me think of Sayori, like the other one you wrote. You two are like a dynamic duo. That's kind of exaggerating it, isn't it? I mean, apparently I might have feelings for her, I guess, because I always choose stuff for Sayori, but you know what? She's cool. I like her. She's weird like me. She gets hungry, too. She's not afraid to eat. Yeah, probably. But you do spend a lot of time with her, even in this club, don't you? Then again, I don't blame you for being a little shy. I'm not shy, it's just... I'm just teasing. I know it takes a bit of time to make friends with everyone. But Yuri and Natsuki are super interesting people, so don't be afraid to give them their share of time. And you can talk to me every now and then too. I'm not, like, unapproachable or anything, am I? Oh. Do they think that I'm... Oh no. Am I doing bad? Is Monica calling me out? No, it's nothing like that. I'm just still getting used to being here, that's all. Oh, yeah. I'm sorry if I was putting pressure on you or something. I really didn't mean it like that. Oh my gosh, I gotta stop these yawns. No, don't worry. I get what you're saying. Well, alright. But anyway, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Oh, well, your last time it was actually not that bad, so let's see it. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing, expanding, piercing, red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise, it won't stop. Violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like playing a vinyl on a pizza crust, an endless poem of meaningless. Load me. Load me? Wait. Okay. So, I'm gonna... Okay. I don't know what this means. Well, I think I know what it means, so I'm gonna try to explain it. So, the colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Red, green, and blue. You know what those colors are mostly used for? Mechanical, like technology screens. So maybe she's meaningless noise also. I think she knows she's in a computer. Is this possible? The noise, it won't stop. Violent grating waveforms. I don't know how to feel about this. Does she know she's in a computer, or is she just writing stuff down just 'cause? Well, I don't know how to load you. It's even more abstract than your last one, huh? I guess it's just the way I write. I'm sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I never seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your words can totally change the mood of a poem. It's almost like magic. The way I wrote the lines really short makes it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. The grating noise that was in your poem? I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be as abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. Are we doing fourth wall breaks here? So, putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyway, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. Yep. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You know, that's not a writing tip. You never know when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected might happen. Wait, is this tip even for writing? No, it's not. What am I even talking about? I don't know what you're talking about. You're doing fourth wall breaks here. My mind hurts. That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. What the heck? Okay, everyone. We're all done reading each other's poems, right? You know what? Just because she said that, I'm gonna save. Okay, how do we get back? Return. I have something extra planned today, so if everyone could come sit at the front of the room. Is this about the festival? Well, sort of. Do we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we could put together anything good in just a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting any new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last-minute preparations. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need much more than a few decorations. Sayori has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets you can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually doing for the event going to be doing. Okay, sorry, I thought you heard about it earlier. We're going to be performing. Performing? But, Monica? Yeah, we're going to be having a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is, we're also going to let everyone else come up and recite poems too. Sayori's making it on all the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting these posters up, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no. It's not a bad idea. But I didn't sign up for this, you know? There is no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes her head in fear. Guys? No, Sayori. I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri have never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple of days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to a whole room full of people. I guess I kind of overlooked that. So, I'm sorry. But, I still think we should give it our best shot. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of this club. If we start the event and each put on a really good performance, why am I trying to say show? I don't know. Then it will inspire others to do the same. What am I saying? It's like I'm not even reading. And then the more people who perform, the better we'll be able to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah. It's about expressing your feelings, being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's those reasons that we're all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with others? To inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if all it takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think that Sayori and Monica have been trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any arguments left. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get it over with. Alright. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around at everyone else's expectant faces. I guess I don't really have a choice. That's everyone! You're the best, Yuri! This club is seriously going to be the death of me. Oh, gosh. You'll be fine, Yuri. But anyway, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're going to practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica! This is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone feel a little bit more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now, let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to the specific poem she has in mind for herself. She then stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is called The Way They Fly. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind every line she recites, bringing the words to life. Is this something she's done before? Or is she simply just a natural? I mean, I wish I could do that. I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Yay! Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica! Thank you very much. I was just hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. What? Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a sheet of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called After Image of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she starts reading the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting it in so much effort? As Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering words transform into the sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in its structure that she enunciates with perfect timing. This must be a rare glimpse into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed inside her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back into reality and glances around her, as if she's bewildered even herself. It's up to me to save this situation. I'm the first to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterward, and we give Yuri the recognition she deserves. That's me trying to clap, guys. Come on, be nice. It's not that we don't want to applaud for her, but we were caught so off guard that we must have forgotten. As we applauded, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back into his seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri's down for the count. Okay. I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Ah. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori. It's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think of it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting it to yourself in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your poem, so it will come out the best that way. I see. Okay then. Sayori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery like Sayori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this page, I probably wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come from Sayori's voice almost gives it a whole new meaning. Maybe this is what Sayori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone I thought I knew through and through. Sayori finishes, and we applaud. Yay, Sayori! I did it! You go, girl! Good job, Sayori! Even Pepper liked it. I guess that's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Sayori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that other poems wouldn't work quite as well with that kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen poems of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. I've been practicing that kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. The next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you a little more. We don't have much time before the festival, you know? Okay. Now, who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Pepper. It's not like I can compare to you guys anymore. Might as well let Pepper lower everyone's standards a little bit before I have to do it. You, Natsuki? You're still a brat. I do not like you. Natsuki? It's fine. I might as well get it over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection of what to read. I'll just have to go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel a little awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyway. Yay! Go, Pepper poem! Sorry, I'm not really as good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your abilities and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. That just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah. I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seat and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... It's called... Why are you all staring at me? Because you're presenting? Anyway, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a breath. Once she starts reciting the poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's still a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and rhyme to it. It's Natsuki's trademark style, and it works surprisingly well when spoken out loud. The words feel like they bounce up and down, as if giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. Go, Natsuki, you jerk! She huffs back to her seat. You better huff. That wasn't so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You'd better not make me do that again. Ah, well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite the poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people will be way easier. I can put on whatever face I want for other people. But when it's just my friends, it's just embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is. So, well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that you all have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and get enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I already pleasantly surprised that you're putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy in this pose. Yeah, no problem. Okay, everyone. I think this is about it for today. I know the festival is coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. I can do this. I can do this. All right. I stand up. There's no way I'll be able to find the same enthusiasm as Sayori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Why is it just impressing Monica? Is it because she's the club president? Ready to go, Sayori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Jeez, guys. Don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Pepper. You don't have to say it. Whatever, let's go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have already changed. But today, Sayori is being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori? Sorry, I was spacing out. Don't worry. I was thinking about something from earlier. I like how we get to... I mean... Sayori fumbles with her words. So, let's just say that one day Yuri asked to walk home with you. Huh? Why would you say that? What would you do? What kind of question is this? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Well, I would still walk home with Sayori. We've done it like how many times? And if I walked home with Yuri, I don't know what. I don't know. I'm getting a weird vibe from the other girls. Sayori, you really think I would ditch you for Yuri? Eh? But she's so beautiful and smart with those big boobs that you talked about before. Jeez. I already see her in the club every day. Besides, you always seem to really like going home together. I wouldn't have ruined that for you. You're so silly, Pepper. You think about me too much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it, so Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I'm gonna be stubborn like you. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never going to happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. And then again, the festival is only a few days away. Who knows what will happen then? Poem time! Poem time! Okay. Summer. No, that was wrong. Color? Yes. We want... Why is hopeless? Happiness, fear, infallible, disoriented. Disoriented? No. I'm trying to stay with Sayori here, people. Depression. I remember that one. Clumsy. I remember that one. Lay. Not seeing, not grief. Okay, grief. Sure. Judgment. Why is there skirt? What am I writing? Amazing? Yeah. See, I know Sayori so well. Uncontrollable. That didn't work. Boop? Why is there boop? Boop. Journey, not journey. Gosh darn it, I really want to do Sayori. Okay, no. Cry. No, unstable, unrestraining, both broken. Broken? Broken. Why is broken? Warm. Awesome, must. Misfortune, imagination. Too awesome. Tenacious, cute, alone. Alone? Why does she goes for the weirdest things? Memories. Passion, landscape, essence, smile. Papa, playground, vibrant, promise. Misery, calm. Infinite, parfait. Why is parfait here? Ambient, blanket, ocean, twirl, rose, or Doki. Let's try misery. Why does she do that? Okay. Well, you know what? I'm gonna save. And we're actually gonna go to the main menu. Because I think we've done enough for this episode of Doki Doki Literature Club. My gosh, what is going on with Sayori? It seems like she's, like, I don't know. Like she's enjoying the attention, but she keeps, like, driving me away. And then Monica's just like, hey, don't forget to, don't forget about the other girls, which, I mean, I don't. It's just like, Monica's, I don't know what's going on. But apparently, also, Yuri's got some sort of strange hobby. And Natsuki's just like, whoever has a hobby, as long as it doesn't hurt anyone, is okay. I don't know what's going on. I mean, it's getting kind of intense, guys. Like, it's not like it's not like horror game intense, but it is intense. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this episode of Doki Doki Literature Club. I still love it. It's really cool. Don't forget to press that like button, do a comment, and subscribe. Also, don't forget to be part of the Bell Squad, so then you get a notification about when I put up an episode. And then you can be like, hey everyone, she put up an episode, let's go! But, well, I will see you guys in the next video. Solarium1230, keep shining. Do 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 do.